Hey friends, I'm just making a little video because, well, it's Pride Month and whatnot. And yeah, I told myself that this month, this year, we go all out. We're gonna fucking be as gay as we can be, as prideful as a motherfucker. uh, it's been an interesting experience though, because your energy levels go up and down. Sometimes you're flaming, and sometimes you're just kind of layman. Hey, it's just part of the process. The ups and downs, the ebbs and flows. You know how it goes. And it's interesting because I've never really come out, right? Never really come out about any level of queerness. It just sort of implied, just sort of goes with the territory. People they don't really want to know. I don't think. I don't think they really care. Do you really care? Probably not. I mean, yeah, maybe like slightly interested, from like a morbid fascination, Um, you always thought there was something a little funny about that guy. Maybe a little light in the loafers, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I just figured it'd be fun. I mean, I don't know, marginally fun to kind of set the record straight on the gayness. And yeah, the thing is, like, when do you come out? When do you declare yourself whatever the fuck you are? Gay, lesbian, bi, trans, etc., etc., Um Q, AI. I don't know if you can you come out as AI? I don't know. What does that even stand for? See, I'm not a very good gay. I'm not a very good queer at this moment. I don't even know what all the acronyms mean, I'm still learning things. Please do not be offended if I've stepped on uh your sexual toes or your asexual toes, whatever kind of toes you got. These are the toes I got. They're like kind of painted. Yeah. Anyways, um, so yeah, like I guess it's because things have been like it. I would say like as I hope sexuality is a spectrum, and it has a lot to do with your identity, and your identity is also a spectrum and is also fluid, right? A lot of times your identity is very tied up in who the fuck you're around and the environment that you're in and what you're receiving as input and what's acceptable to kind of output in that scenario. So, you know, I've been a lot of different people in my life, and I kind of assumed that everyone had just sort of laid it out straight for me, like this is what happens, man. You fucking you go to school, you graduate from college, you shack up with your girlfriend, and then you get married and you stick with a real good job, and you know try not to hate your life, your work, I mean. um and yeah, that's it. Have some kids, slowly disintegrate, and take pleasure in the traditions that you're granted. um so yeah, man, I went in wholeheartedly, got married pretty early, and that was wonderful, and everything was quite nice about that and everything until I was exposed to things. I was shown Rocky Horror, and I started having questions. And yeah, I think that like I probably first realized that I was at least a bi, right? I realized I was bi. Shit, I don't know. What's funny, I think that maybe I realized I was non-binary before I realized I was bi, but I don't think that I had the language for that. Um, yeah, I think that I realized that back in like 2013. And then it took until probably, I don't know, a couple more years, right? Like I said, watching some Rocky Horror and having that classic conversation. Hey, Would you ever have a three-way? Girl says, only if it was another guy. Guy says, only if it was another girl. And then that's the end of the story, usually. Unless you're me or someone like me, and you start going, huh, how hard of a boundary is that? And then you start thinking about it, you start kind of questioning yourself, right? Um, and that's where it all begins. You need to start questioning these things that you just were taught are your default mode, and there's no other slots, there's no other availability. You just are that. Um, so yeah, I then started to kind of realize, you know what? I think I classify myself as bi, and then and then it took yet another few years to kind of really get to the point where I was like, no, I'm pretty sure that I'm also non-binary, right? But at the time, non-binary was kind of like a new thing, at least within my awareness, right? And it was always kind of coupled with basically people like, if you're a guy, looking really feminine, right? Like going very femme. At least that was like the people that I had representing that in my life at the time. And yeah, so I was kind of like, well, and then also the they, them thing. Oh my God. I feel like that was a real bugbear for a lot of people back then, especially back then. And people, oh, it doesn't make any sense, it's plural. There's not but whatever. So I was just like, no, no, I don't need to. I don't need to make a big stink about it. I don't need to cause any sort of trouble. I'm not trying to cause any trouble. I'm just trying to say, well, who I am. To the like one or two people who I felt gave a shit enough to want to know that, I guess. But I definitely didn't want to make a stink. Didn't want to cause a kerfuffle. That's actually one of the main things that I feel like I had kind of a bit of like, I don't know, like conditioning around, was that like, these gays, they just put it in your face. They're pushing their agenda. They're always just, why do they have to be so like, why do they have to be so like visible about it? And parades. There's no straight parade. Ugh. That's because it doesn't take any level of fucking work to get there. I mean, maybe it does for certain individuals, but most people it's the default setting. Like, what are you gonna be proud about? Like, I am a person pride parade. Yeah, like okay, cool. Um, So, I kept it on the down low, yo. I didn't want to like, ruffle no feathers. And also like, yeah, I just didn't know exactly where I sat with it myself. And again, took more time. You have to let these like seeds of awareness sort of like sink in and then build upon themselves. And then they iterate, and then you start to kind of peel back the layers and go, oh, hey, all this shit that I wasn't even aware of, apparently there's way more of it in my closet than I thought. So yeah, so yeah, I was like, bi, non-binary, blah blah blah. Even still, I was very shy about any like showing of feminine qualities, right? That just felt a little, I don't know. There's a whole thing around masculinity that you need to kind of like, that, yeah, not show any of that, like, don't let the gayness out, like, don't let anyone think you're a little bitch, um, or else that will be humiliating and shameful, and I don't know. I have no idea. It was just programmed in there, right? And yeah, so it was not until, I guess it was April, this past April, like 2 months ago, right, that I finally all put it all the fuck together in my head. Um, that like, wait a second. By golly, my middle initial is T. My last name means egg. I don't know if you know what an egg is. An egg is a pre-trans person. Um, That's not the only hint that there was. If I look back at it now, there's a lot of hints, right? Like going back to some of my earliest memories about going like, hey, like that Titanic scene, I'd rather be that chick. Like that's who I am. Like I don't really vibe with this dude. I don't really vibe with a lot of dudes in like the archetypal sense. And honestly, I vibe with and have always hung out with. Well, I mean, when I was a teenager, it was more of a sausage party because it was just that's just who was at the fucking youth group, right? And I was homeschooled, so you know, it's you kind of limited on your social outlets. But like in my adult life, I've pretty much always hung out with chicks. I feel like I have better conversations. I feel more understood. I don't know. It's just always been the thing. Um, and I think that a lot of people were like, well, I'm not even gonna get into that. Anyways, point being, I realized that, yeah, I'm trans. I'm not just bi or non binary or gay or something like that. Well, it definitely was not just gay because women are beautiful, you know. Primarily, women were my first attraction, but that has definitely shifted over the time where it's now like a nice, like, yeah, you know, I appreciate everyone, you know. Um, but myself, my identity, I have identified esoterically, and that's how I kind of pushed it off, was like esoterically identified as feminine for, God, probably like, I don't know, well over a decade. Um, yeah, well over a decade. In fact, it's been, I believe, about 6 or 7 years since I like gave myself a new name specifically with feminine, like with the idea of that, of honoring that inner feminine, Adame. So it's super easy on everybody, right? Make it easy. But it's not even just about ease for you. It's more about like honoring the fact that, yeah, like Adam is a big part of my identity, but I feel now that like we've like hit that tipping point, right? Where I was able to finally come to that conclusion. Oh shit. I think I want to move forward as female, not as some evolution of this male archetype Adam character, right? Um he was cool. He was cool, but like I don't feel like anyone ever really saw him properly because I don't think he saw himself properly. Um I'm seeing myself properly now. Adame, it's cute, right? And that's just Adam with an E at the end and a little like Hape with the little you know, exclamation thing above the E, which I think is kind of fun. Yeah, so anyhow, I figured this out a couple of months ago. I was super excited. Super excited. I was like, oh my gosh, this is a whole new life. Ah, I feel so right. It feels so perfect. Like everything makes sense. Everything makes sense. All those clues, all those things. Now I get it. Now I get it. Duh. Egg crack. Um, but I was like, well, I'm broke AF right now. I don't have any girl clothes. I don't have makeup. I don't even, my nails were not even done at that time. How can I possibly like come out about all this or really like share this while I look like such a fucking dude still? And yeah, I was like, well, at latest, we'll wait for Pride Month. But like that'll give me time to like make some money, get some stuff, ba ba ba. Bro, girl, it has been it has been Brokesville around here. So yeah, I've had to just take existing shirts and chop them up. Um, I got some nail polish because nail polish is pretty fucking cheap. But yeah, it's just not been the ideal time to glow up. I was like, I'm slated for a glow up and I just don't have the fucking funds for it or the community support or yeah, I don't know. Um, and it's been good. It's been good. It's allowed me to kind of get to a point where I go, okay, well, hey, even if I got fucking 5 o'clock shadow, even if I'm hairy and I don't have the fucking clothes and, eh, eh, you can't let that shit stop you from moving forward. I mean, I can't. I really can't. If I do, I will do exactly the same shit that I've been doing for years and years, which is just sort of like, I don't know, spinning my wheels and waiting for the right time. There is no right time. When you fucking move, it's the right time. That's how it works. At least that's been my experience on it. So, I don't have a girl voice down. I'm all gravelly. You know, I don't know. Sometimes I play around with it. I got some like little like voice play kind of shit that I posted on my TikTok. If you're interested, you can reach out. But yeah, meh, meh. This is my underwhelming coming out video as a trans woman who feels fucking rather uninspired at the moment. This is not me all the time. I've just been fucking lazy today, but I told myself today is the day. Today is the day, bitch. You're gonna fucking say what you gotta say, bitch. And you're gonna fucking slay, bitch. So, yeah. Hi. Hi. My name's Anime. We're gonna play with it. We're gonna have fun with it. Mm, mm. But until we get some funds, it's gonna look a little rough around the edges, if you know what I'm saying. So, if you got any jobs, and I don't want any making jobs, I'm sorry, that's another thing. Let me just come out and blow some more shit around, because fuck it, why not? I'm a talented artist. I have skills. I have skills. I got the skills to pay the bills. Yeah, yeah, I do. I can sit there hunched over, fucking fumbling with shit, fucking cutting my fingers, inhaling toxic fucking dust from bullshit because after goddamn 5 moves or some shit, all of my stuff is spread across the galaxy and where the fuck is my respirator and all that shit. I can do all of that. It's just painstaking and it sucks. And to make stuff and then have that be the prize, hey, I'm worthy of receiving some money because look, I can make something for you. This has value. Take this thing. No, fuck you. I have value. So I don't know how I make money as me. um I mean, I got to assume that sharing more is going to somehow rally support, you know? People are going to go, "Oh, hey, you really are a real person. And you fucking deserve to be paid. You actually are smart. You have wisdom. Wow. You're funny too. Amazing. And you're gorgeous." Money, 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 money. I don't know how it works. I haven't been a girl for very long, you know. I know real good looking girls, they seem to do real well. But you know, until I look like that, I don't know that we're going to necessarily get that kind of money. But in the meantime, it's not gonna stop me from getting out here and saying what I gotta say. Um, I you know, I've applied at a couple various spots, you know. It's just slow ass shit. Like they're like, "Oh, get in line, bro." The people just pile in their resumes and then, when we finally do need someone, we'll just go to the top of the deck. So, if you're really in it for the long haul, apply now and maybe I don't know about summer. Summer is a little soon, but possibly in fall. In fall? Oh, how stupid is that? It's fucking retarded. Excuse me. It's I don't know what's the appropriate, what's the socially appropriate way to say that? I don't know. Dumb. It's dumb. I don't think dumb people are upset if you say dumb. At least I don't think they have like a leg to stand on as far as defending that one versus like retarded is actually like that's a thing, right? You know. But I am using it correctly in certain senses. My earning income has been retarded. That's as in like, you know, it's not happening or it's been dialed back like to retard something. Anyhow, this is not just supposed to be a bitching thing. This is supposed to be affirmative and coming out and all that good stuff. Pride. But, you know, the thing is like, do you have to make it look good to be proud of it? Do you have to be in a great position to be proud? Do you have to be exuberant and joyful and prove to everyone that you are who the fuck you say you are? No, you really don't. I mean, you could wait, you know? Um, but I'm tired of it. Like I said, I don't give a shit. I do not give a shit anymore. I need to not give a shit. I do give a shit. See, I give too much of a shit. That's why I'm out here doing this. That's why I'm doing this today. Because I aspire to give less shits, right? And maybe then things will just work a little more easily, you know? There will be less hangups, right? I wouldn't have to be 37 to fucking finally realize who I wish to be, right? Maybe if there was. Yeah, we're not getting into it. We're not getting into it. I'm gonna start getting off on a spiral here, but yeah, it's been a tough time lately. I've been working through things, as you saw or didn't see, whether you give a shit or not. I Are you watching still? Wow. Round of applause. You're still watching. You must be exceptionally bored or secretly care. What the fuck? Who are you? Who are you? Why haven't you introduced yourself? Anyways, it's been rough living in fucking Burbank. Ugh. Some brutal breakups lately, bleeding hard and all that, you know. Man, two in the past fucking 5 to 7 years. What? Wow, wow. That's what they call. That's what they in the in the I don't know assassin world call a double tap. You know, two to the dome. You know, maybe to the heart. I don't know. It just ensures that whoever it is you're trying to kill is fully dead. And yeah, fully dead here. Well, at least the old version, fully dead. No, 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 really though. I am pretty happy on the general day to day. Um, I just can't wait on being happy in order to be me, right? I need to be me whether I'm happy or grouchy or broke or fucking fugly. I don't know what no, I'm never fugly. No, truthfully, I'm gorgeous. uh and yeah, you know, at a certain point it's like, hey, even if nothing matches what I know to be true, I'm gonna just fucking move forward with what I know to be true. And yeah, that's why we're here. Anyways, happy Pride, y'all. This has been my coming out video. My coming out video. I don't know. I'm slurring my words here. I'm drunk. Go home. You're drunk. No, I'm not drunk, but maybe I should be. Nah, we're trying to be healthy and all that, you know. I hope you're doing well, friend. I hope you're doing so well. And remember that I love you so, so much. Mwah. Have a good night.